All right, everybody. I wanted to talk about UFC 95 here for a minute, and like like I said, a lot of people said it ended up being a good card. For the last month, people all I've had to hear about, filling up all the pages on YouTube, was complaining about how bad of a card this was going to be. Just like at Fight Night 17, turned out to be a good card. Hungry upcoming fighters make a good card. So it wasn't too bad. I was a couple of big upsets, and it was nice to see. Even though I picked Josh Koscheck the first fight, it was nice to really see it. For what I know, I believe his first knockout handed to him in the UFC that I've seen. I believe. He was pushing the fight the first round. He was cutting off the ring. He was using his jab and his big overhand right. He landed a few of them, but it seemed like to me, the more and more I watched the fight, that Thiago was kind of hustling him, baiting him in, watching for the right opening. He kept throwing the same damn combo, which is, you can't even do that on a damn video game, let alone a real fight. Throw the same combo 5 or 6 times, bam, uppercut, left hook, Koscheck out. Good fight, Paulo Thiago, man, knockout. Probably, I don't know. Josh Koscheck was mad, said it was stopped early. I know some other people I talked to felt that it was a little early just because they could have went ahead and let him jump on him, fight it out for a second. I'm 50-50 on that. It might have been a little bit early, but he was rocked, so you can't really fault the referee for keeping the guy from getting hurt. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't think it was all that bad of a stoppage, but at the same time, I think maybe could have let it go for just a second longer. Then the next fight, another one of my picks was wrong. Dan Hardy made me wrong in this one. Knocked Rory Markham clean out, man, and I was impressed because I thought the same thing. Honestly, Rory Markham basically sized Dan Hardy up about the same way that I would, and I did when I saw footage of him, was that he didn't have a lot of striking strength, but he's worked on it, or he did have it before and it wasn't displayed. Anybody can get caught, but it was still hats off to Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy ended up with the knockout of the night, I suppose. So good fight for Dan. Damian Maia and Chael Sonnen. I did not make a fight prediction in this pick because I really honestly couldn't remember anything about Sonnen and knew little about Maia. So I just wanted to watch the fight, and I tell you what was one of the sweetest moves I've seen in a long, long time. It was like a judo throw directly into the setup for the triangle choke. When they landed from the throw, he landed in full mount with his right leg past the left arm of Sonnen, and within 10 seconds the fight was over. He was flipped over in a triangle choke. So Damian Maia is moving up the ladder. Good fight for him. And then the two that I got right was first one was Nate Marquardt. I did not see Nate Marquardt losing this fight at all, but my prediction was that he was going to hand him his ass real fast, and I didn't see it going any other way. Govia fought a good fight for the most part, but was outstriked. First round I had 10-9. Marquardt had more strikes. Govia came out with he pulled a guillotine and some type of, I believe, an arm bar, something like that. Boring round 2. I had a real problem with the second round, and a friend of mine was over here watching the fight. Same thing. He said too. You know, the crowd has to keep booing at these guys to fight for one, which is bullshit. They don't want to fucking fight, then they ought to be elsewhere. And I understand feeling each other out process. Yeah, okay, I've watched fights for 18 years, but feeling out process doesn't go the whole fucking fight. The feeling out process is so you start fucking trading blows, and you know, my problem with the second round is they both had their fucking hands down the whole round, both of them, and were both scared to throw a fucking punch. If the guy standing in front of his hands are down his waist, fucking hit him. And neither one of them would swing, and neither one of them had a fucking guard up, and they danced around most of the second round. Up until the last 2 minutes of the second round, it got real good. About a minute and 30 into round 2, Marquardt got caught a fucking nice punch from Govia. Real tough fucking chin made Marquardt, man. As soon as he caught the punch, got Govia's back, and Govia spun around and had him in full guard nicely. Marquardt started with some elbows, a little ground and pound. Had a little guillotine that he couldn't finish, and I scored the second round 10-8 Marquardt. And then in the third round, Nate was just an awesome combo. Knee to the head, high kick, a left hook, missed the back fist, another knee to the head, and another left hook to the head. And that stopped the fight. TKO, round 3 for Nate Marquardt. So, good fight for Nate Marquardt, and probably good things to come for Nate in the future. We'll at least see some good fights out of that dude. And then the main event, Diego came out. The big question was, is he going to lose any power from the weight loss? Hasn't been at 155 since high school wrestling. But the answer to that question was no. No power loss. Obviously was still faster and stronger than Stevenson. Outstruck him the first round, outmoved him. The second round, had a guillotine, guys back, had another guillotine, you know. Third round, outstruck him again, and just popping him with a lot of jabs and uppercuts, and moving in and out, and just, you know, using good footwork. And because Joe Stevenson, like Rogan kept saying, it was a boxing match, and the crazy thing is, Sanchez gave him that match and beat him at it. So, awesome fight for Sanchez. You know, good fight for both guys, but Sanchez takes that one. And I was 2-2 on my picks this time, so that's better than losing record on him. So that puts me now at 21-8 on my picks since UFC 92. So I'm not too mad about that. That's pretty decent. I'm still right about 76%, something like that. So I don't know, everybody. You know, have a good day, and let me hear some comments on UFC 95. I always appreciate them as long as they're positive. Have a good day.